Thank you, Mr. Michelin. I'm very excited to welcome another member of the class of 2018, Nick T-Bone Tiahnybok.
Thank you. It all started when I was a freshman at Hershey. I'm not gonna lie, it was a tough time. But I got through it thanks to all the help and support from people like my parents, my sister, Mr. Kimberly, Mrs. Mandala, and Mrs. Abbas. When I first started here, I wasn't all interested in extracurricular activities. I soon found it very challenging to make friends and create bonds with people that had common interests. My older sister Alexandra really urged me to get involved. I tried a lot of things out through my 4 years here at Hershey and learned that I had talents that I wasn't aware of pursuing a shot. Each year, I tried something new, learn new things, experience new things. I have grown as a person. I'd like to take you on the journey of my high school career, explain some of the things that I've learned and some hardships that I ran into that have now overcome, and go from not knowing if I'd be very involved with anything to being very involved. And also, take a few trips down memory lane. So here we go. Freshman year. Wow, high school. Things are a lot different and a lot bigger here at Hershey compared to middle school. I faced a lot of challenges freshman year. I wasn't sure it was going to be. I am so lucky that I was encouraged to inquire to my schedule. I was so fortunate to have my older sister around and her friends to take me under their wing and include me. The thing that stood out the most about freshman year was the choir trip to Disney World over spring break. I auditioned for Children's Theater and the spring musical, Mary Poppins. I made it. I was British townsperson number 5. I know. I very quickly found out that I was not the most coordinated dancer, which kind of was rough considering that was my main function in this role. But as the saying showed this, the show must go on. I practiced and practiced until my body said, no more. Along the way, I met some very good trustworthy friends who helped me and motivated me. I got to meet the one and only Mr. Connor Marquette, who nicknamed me Young One Nicholas, or Yellen. Sophomore year, I was really focused on my grades. The grind doesn't stop, but neither does the fun. This was the first year I actually took full advantage of homecoming, as I've decided about the Disney theme. The dodgeball tournament, flashy classes, the bonfire, the football game, and the homecoming dance for the very first time. I experienced it all. After that homecoming week, officially it became my absolute favorite time of the school year. It was also sophomore year that I met Mr. Guillaume, which has stuck with me. After a short time together, he gave me a nickname, T-Bone, which has stuck to this day. Daily, he'd sing a song. Ain't got no T-Bone, got the mashed potatoes. I know, right? It was strange, but catchy. Mr. Kimberly and Mr. Gunther introduced me to the lunch club, which was set up by Hershey SOS, where every Tuesday we'd eat, talk, play games, or play the Wii. We became such a big hit in the lunch club that we even created a Wii booth at Far Olympics, so kids with special needs could play with us. Through this social group, I became a lot more comfortable with talking to new people and hearing what our people's interests were. Especially the Chicago Cubs, who I now love. I joined many new activities during sophomore year, including Special Olympics. It was so fun, and basketball was no exception. We won state. I also joined the fishing club Mr. Papez and the improv club Mrs. Becker. I never knew that stepping out of my comfort zone and having the courage to go for it would feel so good. To cap off this year of awakening, I made the honor roll. It was an awesome accomplishment. I used to think that I might be incapable to do that, but I gave it everything I had. Only 2 more years until the end of high school. What? Where did the time go? Oh God. Junior year. Junior year was the hardest year I believe I had. I think it's the most difficult year for everyone. with the ACT and SAT, schoolwork, activities, you name it. In addition to all that academic stuff, I was now interested in investing in my social life more than ever. Special Olympics came through again, as we got to play football like professionals at the Walter Payton Center. A big thanks to Mr. Dyer and Mr. Bardon and the athletic boosters for making that happen. But then, there comes this issue with most people, adolescents and myself too. Balance. Classes, activities, homework, friends, family, chores, sleep, and oh yes, laundry. Laundry! Sorry, Mom! I just wanted to be involved, motivated, and to do well in all aspects of my life. Only one way to go, and then what? Senior year, I am now the oldest one in the school. I think technically I'm older than John Hersey himself. Anyway, the musical was in the fall this year. It would have been crazy not to audition for such a fun show. I made it, and I think it was the best Captain Hook the world has ever seen. There's a song from Shrek the Musical entitled Freak Flag. And it's about being yourself and letting your freak flag fly. I think that's such an important lesson to be learned. Being a little different is what makes you unique, and it's what sets you apart. If I've learned anything the 4 years here at Hersey, it's that being different is not a bad thing. Having some bumps in the road only makes you want to overcome the next ones. Being in a million activities and having different groups of friends is a fun thing. Taking along and learn something doesn't reflect that. It shows you care enough to keep trying. I've learned from all the struggles and the fun, which is outweighed the bad times. Through these years in high school, I found some things that I'm truly passionate about. I love sports, music, and my friends. I got to go to Disney World twice, sing Christmas carols with my choir friends, play Wii during lunch, hang out with Toby for a little while, and learn so much in both academics. I can't think of anything that I didn't hear at Hersey. I think my teachers and peers are constantly giving me moments of hope. That is what the Hersey family is all about. Well, that about wraps up this part of my journey. We made it to our own graduation. Can you believe it? Sing the alma mater at our senior summer. We're all doing different things next year, but still finding who we are. We're still growing, trying to find out where we're best at. It was so great to be able to go here with the kids. I'm proud to say, hey, I ain't got no T-bone, I got the mashed potatoes. And that I've learned and matured through my years at Hersey. Here I am today, we all are, proud seniors ready to become adults. I hope you're all as excited as I am to figure out what you want to do next. Whatever that is, I wish you the best. So long, and may your future be bright while we still got the mashed potatoes. Thank you.
Thank you, T-Bone. Please welcome our principal, Mr. Gordon Sisson, to present the class of